2 months ago tonight, Indian Air Force jets were locked and loaded for what would become the most devastating wave of Operation Sindoor. Military targets deep inside and across Pakistan were all set to be hit on this night exactly 2 months ago by Indian long-range missiles. The Indian military, as has since been made totally clear, knew what it was up against, a Pakistan clearly propped up by China and with weaponry help from Turkey. It was a time that demanded India stand united. And yet, here at home, in the 2 months since that historic punitive military mission on our external enemies, our politicians here in the country have done everything to make us feel internally divided. This year, India's Netas have proven they don't deserve the courage of our soldiers, sailors and pilots. And I say this with responsibility. While the external threat has never been more clear, they continue to light internal fires. Just look at NDTV's coverage over the last 2 weeks from Maharashtra. Politicians have no intention of putting these fires out. In that state, in Maharashtra, goons masquerading as language warriors slap a shopkeeper because he speaks in Hindi. In Karnataka, thugs attack delivery boys and techies for not speaking in Kannada. In Bengal, outsiders is the new political slur. In Bihar, Tejaswi's clan openly calls out Gujaratis. In Delhi, a BJP MP threatens to beat up Marathis. The Congress's top minds sharpen the north-south knife with a cynicism only career politicians are capable of. In Tamil Nadu, the ruling party's leader paints Hindi speakers as colonizers and normalizes division in the name of pride. It's a never-ending circus of hate, divisions and hypocrisy for politics, of fighting for states but not for the nation. And through it all, I like to think our military watches a little bemused and perhaps a little sad as well. They don't get to pick who they protect, whether it's a cowardly Shinde Sena MLA who punches a canteen boy, or a Sena thug who kicks a migrant, or a BJP strongman who sends goons to beat up a corporator, or a Congress minister who bashes up a highway official. They are all under the protection of the same uniformed men and women they have zero respect for. Think of the sailor in a submarine who won't see the sun for weeks. The pilots in a Jaguar who perished in training today, training to defend this country, and MLAs like that thug in Mumbai. The soldier manning a post in Siachen with frostbitten fingers and a rifle on standby. Not one of them will ever ask who speaks what language, who prays to what God, or who belongs where. Their job is to protect. They don't choose who they protect. And they do it for all of us. They cannot discriminate. But that question must be asked not to the military, but to the Netas, to the politicians. Are you worth fighting for? Because unity is not just a slogan for Independence Day. It should be the minimum requirement to deserve the protection of the world's most selfless defenders. We've just fought a near war with Pakistan, remember that. We have a warlike standoff with China, with weaponized Islamabad and sees nothing but to damage and contain India's rise. We are neighbored by Bangladesh, a nation we birthed, but that has now lost its way in a blind churn of fundamentalist strife. There hasn't been a year, perhaps, when we ought to be more united, talking less about the languages that divide us rather than the nationhood that unites us. And this year, India's Netas have failed that test most miserably.